Welcome back, family. It's Kyle King here, your instructor for Fire Your Boss and Hire Yourself. We have made it to course 9, and the title of this course is Sustaining Growth versus Scaling Your Organization. See, I think a lot of people always are talking about scalability and the opportunity of building this massive brand, this massive business, this massive corporation, getting to the IPO phase and doing all of these different things, and you haven't even learned the necessary models, the strategies, and the methodologies to be able to sustain your business. So the overall objective of this course is to give you the practical steps, the strategies, give you the understanding of what sustainability is, what scalability is, and what you need to do to be able to even get to those points so that you can build a multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar, or like I always say, a successful organization. So let me give you an acronym. P, S, S, S. So I want you to remember this because these 6 letters, triple P, triple S, are going to be your keys to be able to building an organization. I believe one of the worst things in business is when you lose business, because the only person, the only employee, the only thing that you can truly blame is yourself as the CEO, as the owner, as the leader, as the coach of your organization. When a athletic team loses players, it's not necessarily they're leaving to just go to the next best thing. There's something in that team, there's something in that system, there's something in that organization, whether it's a coach, whether it's a teammate, whether it's the whole organization as a whole, that gives them the reasoning behind why they're leaving. If an employee leaves your position or leaves your organization or leaves your corporation, there's a reason why they're leaving your organization. So I truly believe that the toughest and the most challenging thing as an owner, as a CEO, as the chief maestro, the toughest pill to swallow is when you are losing customers, when you are losing business, when you are losing people because you, yes you, are not operating in excellence, are not operating in integrity, are not operating within professionalism. So if we follow this model, I truly believe that we can build successful organizations. So the first P, like we always say, is our process. The second P is our personnel. The third P is our profitability. And then that creates systems. That creates sustainability. And then that gets you to the point where you can successfully scale, or scalability, an organization. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before you can truly get to the point where you are operating at the highest efficiency of your business, you have to have those processes. We talked about it in previous lessons about the 8 steps to building a multi-million-dollar organization, and it all begins in your processes. Before you can sustain, before you even talk about scaling, I need you to realize and get to the point where you are operating in all of the how-tos. How are we doing this? How are we hiring? How are we onboarding? And how are we offboarding? How are we getting rid of people? How are we bringing people in? How are we recruiting talent? How are we recruiting customers? How are we prospecting? How are we doing all of these different things? Who's in charge of this? What is the deadline? What is the measurables? What are all of the different things that we need to do so that we can get to the point where now we can get to the who do we need to do it? Because if you are the expert at hiring experts, you have to get to the point where you have expert processes or excellent processes. When you get to the point where you are hiring experts, that is only because you have excellent and top-notch, top-tier, top-quality processes that are giving you the ability to understand and plan and really prepare yourselves for the type of person that you need based upon the values, based upon if they're coachable, based upon if they're humble, based upon all these different things, so that you can now align your organization to be profitable. Profit, profit, profit. If you are not operating within the how-tos, if you have no strategy, then how are you going to align yourselves with the right people, strategic partners, strategic employees, strategic leaders, and all these different things? If you are not the expert at hiring experts, you need to be humble enough, you need to be vulnerable enough on hiring an expert at recruiting, an expert at hiring, an expert on onboarding and training and all these different things. The next thing, if you are not the expert in how to make your organization profitable, then you need to bring in someone that has a niche for understanding how to make money. I think besides these 3 keys, there's 3 things that you need in your business. 3 things. This is new information. There's a money generator. Generate. Hold on. There is a visionary. And then there's a workhorse. If you have these 3 in your organization, you will be successful as an organization. You need someone at the start of your organization before you can get to the sustainability, before you can create systems, before you can scale. You need someone that knows how to make money. This is the hustler. Because all business is not a hustle. It's a professional way of creating a system to operate your skills at a high level to be able to now generate profit, to generate money. The second thing, you need somebody with a vision. You need someone that's forward thinking, that can see the future, that understands maybe technology, innovation, where the world is going, how their vision aligns, and then they partner with the money generator. Okay, you have this vision. You know how to make money with this vision, but now what are we missing? The workhorse. This is the person that's going to be executing. This is the person that's going to be putting in the work, that's going to be putting the vision to work, that's going to be operating in the plan that the money generator came up. So these 3 are important. Yes, you have your legal counsel, your tax strategist, your business coach, but I truly believe outside of the organizational structure, within the organization, people that are working in your business, not on your business, they need to be money generator, a visionary, or workhorse. You cannot be all 3. There was a time where I had to be all 3 because I was a startup business. There was a time where I had to learn how to generate money. There was a time where I was always and still am the visionary of the organization. And there was a time where I had to be the workhorse. I was the janitor. I was the marketer. I was the legal counsel. I was the business coach. I was the tax strategist. I was doing all of these different things because it was just me. If you get to the point early in your career where you can be vulnerable and you can get somebody that does this, and you can get somebody that does this, and you can get someone that does this, or 2 of these 3 things, and you focus on the thing that you're operating in, that's how you build quicker a system that will help you become sustainable. Now, as we talk about systems, because that's the next S and the first S, as we talk about systems are designed to get you out of the front line. Systems are designed to get you off of the field, you off of the court, you out of the pool, and really align you to get into the boardroom. Jerry Jones, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys, yes, was an NFL player, but he created a system that now when his football team is playing, they are playing the game, and he is sitting where? In the box. He is up here. I'm not an artist. He's sitting in the box, looking down on what is going on when the game is playing. A system, all that truly means is giving you the ability to, yes, work in your business so that you can work out of your business. And the system that Jerry Jones has is he's now working on his business as an advisor. There's a lot of people that I talk to all the time and they say, I'm a business owner, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then I ask them one question. I say, if you got sick today, God forbid, if you got sick today, or if you broke your leg, or you need to handle a family emergency, what would happen with your business? Would you still be generating money? And a lot of people, majority, say no. And I asked why. They said, well, I'm doing everything. I'm either the one cutting the hair, or I'm behind the camera, or I'm, behind the graphics, all that. So I was like, all right, if your hands got chopped off today and you couldn't hold the camera, what would happen? If you had something in your wrist where you couldn't cut someone's hair, what would happen? All of these different things. You have to get to the point where you are working in your business well enough to build the processes, to build the personnel, so that you can get out of the business, so you can become an advisor working on the business. Your business is still operating, and you not being there on a daily basis. Now, when we get to the point where we have a system that's running efficiently, I truly believe that within my organization, how you become sustainable, all I say is checkups. Whether it be quarterly, whether it be monthly, or whether it be weekly. Every year you are required to go to the doctor to be able to get checkups for your health. You still need to incorporate those same techniques, those same perspectives, those same things into your business. You need to check up on the health of your business. You need to check on the blood pressure of your business. You need to check on the sight of your business. The sight could be the vision. The blood pressure could be the morale and intensity of your employees. And you just got to check up on the health of your business, whether it be yearly, whether it be quarterly, whether it be weekly. You have to get to the point. We have company organizational lock-ins where we get together on a monthly sometimes or quarterly basis, depending on what we're rolling out. We have our pods, we have our executive teams, we have our interns, and then we sometimes bring in our organizational partners or people that have played a major role in our organization. And let's just talk, let's build out the whole plan on how we are going to execute new projects, how are we going to execute all these different things, why did we not meet the measure of the deadlines or the deliverables, what is the current climate of our organization? What are the things that we need to do moving forward? Because if you are looking at all of these different things and creating a mission plan around how you're going to be successful, you're not going to leave any room for pitfalls. That's how you truly sustain a business. Just like at the doctor, when they're sustaining your health, it's the same concept when you are beginning to sustain your business. Now, when we think about the last step, and that's scalability, really truly means multiply or duplicate. How can I multiply myself? How can I duplicate myself? How can I create more of me's to operate on a high level of excellence, to perform at a high ability, to be able to really expand my presence, whether it be my business presence, my brand presence, the presence of what I'm creating, the presence of the high quality that I'm performing at. How can I multiply and duplicate myself? Sometimes people look at that as, how can I open up another office in another state or another enrichment center? How can I hire more people? How can you truly scale your business? One thing that I think is before we can get to scalability, you have to be generating profit. I believe that businesses need to stop operating on cash and start operating your business. You operate on credit. You expand on cash. Because I believe if you have the credit health, when you gain the credit health, this will give you the ability to not bring out or really use up all of your cash. Because if you are expanding your business on cash, paying your people on cash, and doing everything on cash, your cash is going to end up running out. You need to create a cushion through credit health, through business credit, that will allow you to create infrastructures that are revenue generating, not activities, but opportunities. You have to create revenue generating opportunities through duplicating, through multiplying yourself. And I think one thing that I've learned as the CEO of my organization is what are all of the things that I do? What are all of the things that I do well? And how can I train someone on how to be me when I am not here? When I am flying around the country, flying around the world, the business is still making money. When I am sleeping at night, the business is still making money. When I'm doing something with my family or my child or all these different things, the business is still making money. You have to get out of the mindset that the business only makes money when you are healthy, when you are there, when you are in the office. So I need you to ask yourself, what are the things that I'm doing? What are the things that I expect from my team, from my staff? And how can I duplicate those? Because the quicker that you can create the multiply effect is the quicker that you'll be able to get to your business to a place of sustainability so that you can then scale your business in the future. And the next point that I want to make is that all businesses, I believe, have an issue with planning their vision. Because I've talked a lot about vision. I've talked a lot about how do you plan that 1 to 5 year vision? How do you look forward? How do you do all these different things? And I call it the clothesline method. It's the same method that we use to be able to developing curriculum. It's the same thing that we do in terms of everything that we do. You have to understand the objective of everything that you're doing. And watch. So if you are here as an organization, this is where your organization is. This is now. This is the now. If you look, let's do 12 months out. This is the infrastructure. This is 12 months. So I'm guessing this is the later. What are all of the things, what are all of the goals, what are all of the achievements, what are all of the things that you want to be able to accomplish? These are the goals. This is the now, the present climate or circumstance, the present climate of our organization. All of this in the middle is called the transformative process. So when you are planning the future, whether this is 5 months out, whether this is 1 week out, whether this is 5 years out, when you are planning your future as an organization, as the leader of your organization, what are the many things that you have to do here? Whether it's on a monthly basis, whether it's on a quarterly basis, whether it's on a weekly basis, whatever that is, what are the little nuggets that you have to do, the small little accomplishments here and here and here and here that you have to do? These are the actions, these are the deliverables, these are the projects, these are the people, these are all of the little things that you have to be able to do over a period of time to get you from point A to point B. Then I want you to ask the main question, what could go wrong? Based upon you being an objective planner, based upon you creating a method similar to this, you will be able to sustain, scale, and create profit based upon the steps that you're willing to take. What type of people do we need to execute these tasks? What type of things do we need to be able to, what types of resources do we need? Where do we need to invest our time? Where do we need to invest our money? Where do we need to position our staff? What type of product placement do we need? What are the new products that we'll be releasing? Are these going to be released on a quarterly basis? On a monthly basis? What are the weekly tasks and deliverables that we have to do? I use a software called Monday. Their software is called Asana. All of these different project management softwares that I would recommend for your team to invest in, because when you begin to invest in these softwares, you're not just investing in technology, you're investing in managing the projects of not your team, of not your organization, but of your vision. Of your vision. Because if I'm looking 10 months out if I'm looking 12 months out, if I'm looking 5 years out, then I have to ask myself, what are all of the little pieces that we have to do? What are all of the action items that we have to take? What is the massive action plan, the roadmap that we have to be able to drive on to be able to get us from this point where we are in terms of our climate, and we have to stop complaining and start creating strategic methodologies and plans and strategies for you as the CEO, the chief maestro, the owner, the quarterback of your team, to get you from this point where you are to this is the want. This is the what. This is what the hell are we doing? This is what do we want to be doing, and this is all of the things that we need to be able to make it happen. So this is the process of training and getting you to the point where you are turning your, oh my goodness. I'm gonna start over. This is the training, this is the importance of you getting your organization to the point where you are sustaining, when you are scaling your organization, and these are the steps that you need to take from getting your business to the place where it is, to the place where you want to be as the CEO of your organization. I appreciate you for watching. I appreciate you for learning. Let me know your questions, your comments, your concerns, and any feedback, and we will see you in the next lesson.